Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another reading of the Bible. We're here in Newport Beach. See a few surfers out there, people walking their dogs. So I'm going to read 38 and 39, two chapters today. And just to remind you from my reading of chapter 37, which is the Ezekiel in the Valley Dry Bones, all three of those chapters, 37 through 39, are considered prophecy fulfilled. Partially fulfilled, fully fulfilled. There may be debate on that. Most of the Christian community, Zionists, Christian Zionists, and even non-Christian Zionists may say, some of them say that it's fulfilled partially, but a few, I don't think there's a lot, but there's a few non-Zionist Christians like myself who feel that my apologies, who feel that Ezekiel 37 through 39 is not fulfilled prophecy, either halfway or even fully. Is not fulfilled prophecy. It is yet to be fulfilled prophecy during the whether it's the tribulation or the millennium. There may be debate on that. So just keep that in mind as you hear me read 38 and 39. The word of the Lord. Now, stop right there. So, Sam Shamoon believes that the word of the Lord is possibly the second person in the Trinity, because he I believe he equates the word of the Lord being the same as the word of John 1:1, which says, "In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God." I kind of disagree with that. I think the word of the Lord is just spoken word from the Lord. The Lord could be the Father, or the Lord could be the Son. Either one. It does not matter. Okay. The word of the Lord came unto me, Ezekiel, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. There was if you go back to the genealogy of Noah, or even actually before Noah, there was a guy named Tubal Cain. I believe he was, of course, he was a son of Cain, the firstborn son of Adam and Eve. And there was a Tubal Cain who possibly knew or had an acquaintance with Noah. According to the movie Noah, with Russell Crowe, that is possible. Of course, the movie Noah is not biblically sound. But moving on, Gog Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. Him being the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. So Meshech and Tubal are cities or countries or kingdoms, and prophesy against him, saying, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back, and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Gomer and all his bands. Gomer's another country. The house of Togarma of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company who are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword, and is gathered out of many people, against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste, or laid waste. But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm. Thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, thou and all thy bands and many people with thee. Thus saith the Lord God, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought. Thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them that are at rest, who dwell safely, all of those dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates, to take a spoil and to take a prey, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, that dwell in the midst of the land. Sheba and Dedan, more countries, and the merchants of Tarshish, all with all the young lions thereof, shall say unto thee, Art thou come to take a spoil? Hast thou gathered thy company to take a prey, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, to take a great spoil? Therefore, son of man, prophesy and say unto Gog, or Gog, Thus said the Lord God, In that day when my people of Israel dwelleth safely, shalt thou not know it. Thou shalt come from thy place of the northern parts, out of the northern parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company, and a mighty army, great company, mighty army. Thou shalt come up against my people of Israel, and as a cloud to cover the land. This could be the 2 million person army of Revelation. To cover the land, it shall be in the latter days, I will bring thee against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. Thus saith the Lord God, Art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years, that I would bring thee against them? It shall come to pass at the same time, when Gog shall come against the land of Israel, saith the Lord God, that my fury shall come up in my face. For in my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel, so that the fishes of the sea, the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the field, and all creeping things that creep upon the earth, and all the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence. This is, I believe he's talking when he comes and he breaks the Christ, when he comes bodily upon the earth a second time. He lands on the mountain of olives and splits the mountain in two. That could be the earthquake referred here. All the men that are upon the face of the earth shall shake at my presence, and the mountains shall be thrown down, and the steep places shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith the Lord God. Every man's sword shall be against his brother. I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands and upon many people that are with him, an overflowing rain, and great hailstones, great hailstones, fire and brimstone. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord. And when the Lord is in all caps, that is the given name of God, Yahweh. Some people could say it's Jehovah. And now this is 39. 39 has how many verses? 39 has, come on. 40 is pretty long, wow. 29. 39, verse 1. Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy against Gog, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. I will turn thee back, and leave but a sixth part of thee, and will cause thee to come up from the northern parts, and will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. I will smite thy bow out of thy left hand, and will cause thine arrows to fall out of thy right hand. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, thou and all the bands, and all the people who are with thee. And I will give thee unto the ravenous birds of every sort, and to the beasts of the field to be devoured. That is the possible, it's probably talking about the winepress of, or the sea of blood in Revelation as well. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, verse 5, and for I have spoken it, thus saith the Lord God. I will send a fire on Magog, and upon them who dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am the Lord, I am Yahweh. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel. And I will not let them pollute my holy name any more, and the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, it is come, and it is done, saith the Lord God, and this is the day whereof I have spoken. They who dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth, and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, the shields, the bucklers, the bows, the arrows, the handstaves, the spears, and shall burn them with fire 7 years. 7 years. What's 7 years? Oh, that's the tribulation. There's a burning for 7 years. So that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those in the page, those who spoiled them, and rob those who robbed them, say the Lord. So they're taking back what belongs to them. Israel's taking back what belongs to them. Verse 11, it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto Gog a place there of graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and they shall stop the noses of the passengers, and they shall bury Gog and his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamongog. Let's go to our footnote there for verse 11. Multitude of Gog. Oh, same thing. Multitude of Gog. 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. So it's going to take 7 months. Yea, and all the people of the land shall bury them. And there shall be to them a renown that day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord God. They shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those who remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search. The passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man's bone, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamongog. Also the name of the city shall be Hamona, and thus shall they cleanse the land. Hamona. Verse 16, Hamona, the multitude. City shall call the multitude city. Verse 17, Thou son of man, thus saith the Lord God, speak unto every feathered fowl, and to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood. Ye. Nasty. Ye shall eat the flesh of the mighty, and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of rams, of lambs, of goats, bullocks, all of them fatlings of Bashan. Ye shall eat fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you. Thus ye shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, and with all the men of war, saith the Lord God. I will set my glory upon the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed in my hand, that I have laid upon them. And all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and shall see my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord their God from that day forward. The heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity in their iniquity, because they trespassed against me, because I hid my face from them. This is referring to Babylon captivity and Assyrian captivity. Because they trespassed against me, therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies, so fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness, and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, they hid my face from them. Thus saith the Lord God, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and be jealous for my holy name. After that they have borne their shame and all their trespasses whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them to be led into captivity against the heathen. That's proven in the Kings and not Kings, in the book of Daniel and Isaiah and Jeremiah. Neither would I hid my face from them. Okay, let me go back. 28. Then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, who caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, Babylonians and Assyrians. But I've gathered them into their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord God. So that's 38 and 39. So this is partially fulfilled, referring to the captivity of Daniel and all of Israel at that time under Nebuchadnezzar, and whoever was a part of the Assyrian captivity. And then they were brought back after 70 years. But this will be fulfilled again during, probably, I would say, during the millennium. Not necessarily the tribulation, although there are the 144,000 witnesses, not Jehovah's Witnesses, the real Jewish witnesses of the tribulation period, 7 years. So part of this has been fulfilled, referring to the captivity. The captivity could also be linked, maybe, don't quote me on this. Excuse me, the captivity could be during the Holocaust of Adolf Hitler. Not saying that God specifically led Israel into the concentration camps of that time, but that could be a judgment as well. So later on, I will, because I'm not home right now, I will look up Gog and Magog and all these countries that were mentioned in chapter 39, and we'll see if they have any special significance today. What are those countries today? We know Persia is Iran. We know Ethiopia is part of Africa, northern Africa, and Libya is where Muammar Gaddafi was leader of about 20 years ago. And so that's 38 and 39. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.